Welcome to our world. We love money and telling stories. This project is like our baby. Come on, let's meet the awesome folks who made it happen.
Bonnie, always the dramatic one.
Dramatic rules. It's a crazy reality out there. Everyone's suddenly a freelancer, an entrepreneur, doing anything to make extra cash.
Well, yes. People are running around like headless chickens, scrabbling for any extra income they can find.
I am the one who gives a voice to the stories. Making money talk interesting is my job.
I'm like a music conductor, but with creativity, making sure that everything fits and we work in harmony.
I'm the one keeping everything organized. Think of me as the GPS guiding us to success step by step.
I am the voice behind Bonnie on the Rose and Bonnie project.
And basically what I do on the Rose and Bonnie project is to make sure that the whatever we do at the Rose and Bonnie project actually gets to our customers, and also drive the fan club for that also drives the community that actually gets this message.
Are we rolling? Oh, I forgot I'm not behind the scene today. I'm the video wizard, editing our videos and making finance look cool.
Look, you need to learn to prioritize and plan for the future. Being financially responsible is not about missing out on the fun. It is about securing your future. Having a safety net for emergencies and avoiding unnecessary stress.
The fact that it is a finance industry, and secondly, it is an avenue for me to give life to a character as a voiceover artist. Secondly, doing this job and playing the role of Rose, giving a voice to the character, helped me to now understand what the Roseborn Financial Services is all about. And also it opened my eyes to an aspect of finance from the different series which we've had, even in the aspect of getting to do business as a side hustle and also manage it in my 9 to 5.
The Rose and Bonnie project is a financial project. 2023 for me was a very, very financial year for me. I was very cautious about how I handled my finances, and I wanted others as well, especially Nigerians, to be concerned now more about their finances. And the Rose and Bonnie project did just that for me, explaining through challenging financial issues all around different sectors of the Nigerian economy.
So I need to wait. Do you wait till you're hungry before buying foodstuffs in your house? That's the question.
Calm down. It's just a simple question that I asked you. Now, who knows what the future holds?
See, Oga, even if future no hold, now my hands is still there. I know, Bonnie, everything I need to plan is in my hands. So, I don't want to wake up one day and regret not planning for my future. I want a secure and fulfilling retirement.
Rose, honestly, I get your point. But there's so much to experience and enjoy right now. Life is meant to be lived, not just planned.
Able to maintain that balance, you need to bring it down to the level where they can actually understand. So being able to communicate and communicate effectively is one thing, and striking the balance using simple terms, it's another thing. So that was how I was able to strike a balance. I need to bring it down to the level where I could be able to understand and be able to communicate effectively to the public so they could actually understand that. Okay, one of the parts that challenged me more was always getting to shout at Bonnie because there's a point where you need to actually just keep on talking to Bonnie, because Bonnie is another character in as much as I was doing this job. But working with him also challenged me in the parts where I need to consistently keep on advising Bonnie, opening his eyes to the aspect of finance and linking Roseborn Financial Services and the importance of always going to meet an expert. So that part challenged me. And at the same time, it helped me discover a part of me that is always like needs to be patient, more especially when teaching people or individuals or Nigerians, for example, because the podcast is not just about us, it's for the public. So it made me understand we need to still be patient to be able to pass knowledge, especially in the aspect of finance.
Rose, I must tell you, it's a circus out there. Nigerians running around like headless chickens just to make ends meet.
First of all, the story itself is all about the audience and not really myself and my character, Bonnie. I placed my audience in 3 different categories: high class, middle class, and the lower class. So with each new story, I try to denote who or which of this category of audience is that story meant for, and I put myself in their position and ask what they want to hear and how do they want to hear it. Cracking the money code. Cracking the money code for me, when we talked about high yield savings, the Rosabond high yield savings account. Personally, I'm someone that don't really believe in saving your way to financial freedom, but I had to, break that down, and that story alone opened my eyes to, especially the 15% on the Rosabond high yield savings account. That opened my eyes to the possibilities of earning financial freedom through high yield savings.
Bonnie, the current economic situation in the country is no joke. People are disorganized and desperate for a way out.
Working with the team at the same time, trying to make sure that we get positive results in what we do. I try as much as possible to keep the vision in sight, to keep the project in line, and then also to make sure that everyone has freedom to express themselves, because when you're talking about creativity, you also have to talk about the freedom of each individual to be able to express themselves. It's creativity here, so you give people the freedom to work with their creativity and what they have inside, and that's what Rose and Bonnie has been ever since. My favorite part in this Rose and Bonnie project is the fact that we have to come up with a script and also to get it approved from the rest of the team. So when it is approved, we then go ahead to do our recording. Now, from the beginning, it was a little bit hectic, trying to put things together, and then all of a sudden, as we move on, things started getting smoother and better. And that's one aspect that has really changed the whole vision, because we spend more time from the beginning, but right now we do it, at ease, and everything just flows the way it's supposed to be. We're talking about vision, and every vision tends to move in the same direction, and that is to become better than it was every day. So I try as much as possible to keep the vision in my head while working with the team, and at the same time there are challenges and changes that comes along the way, and these are the possibilities that makes up the idea new every time we try to do it, because a vision and challenge, a vision and change, they work together. Once an idea is stale, it becomes, it's not very good anymore. But when you apply change every now and then, it keeps it anew. So I try to keep the vision in my head and at the same time work with the different changes that come along the way.
Rules. Building wealth is like trying to catch lightning in a bottle. Elusive and shocking when it happens.
Oh, Bonnie, please spare me the lightning metaphors. Wealth is about strategy, not waiting for random electric shocks. You got to be assertive.
Well, assertive is good, but you can't ignore the power of charm and a good old laugh. It's like greasing the wheels of fortune.
Fortune doesn't have wheels. Please get that into your head.
It was a moment of perfect alignment. This is something I love to do, something I want to do. I came across Rose and Bonnie, and they seem to bring the perfect challenge. Taking something that is numbers-driven, finance, and having to merge it with creativity, animation. It was a great, wonderful challenge to have worked on. Personalities everywhere. Many times we are trying to think about what can people connect when they talk about finance, because people have different personalities. So I think about what can people relate to. So the best thing to do is to link nature, what we experience in our day-to-day life, and we express it through the characters, Rose and Bonnie. First is that it is a brand, so some things has to be consistent. It is an industry, finance industry, so some things as well has to be consistent. Even though I treat the episode as if it is a new project, some things have to stay consistent, like the characters. And every project, of course, requires research, learning. I keep my mind open, I take in new information, then I ultimately bring all those new informations that I have learned into the project when I'm working them.
On the Rose and Bonnie series, I would not really use the word attracted, because upon being appointed as the project manager for the Rose and Bonnie series, I found that to be a good opportunity to put to good use my project management skills that I had picked up over the course of the years, handling other projects in other roles that I've been in before, and having currently completed a course in project management, I found that as the perfect opportunity to practice all that I have learned and to bring the best of what I had to the project. And in answering the question, how I managed to keep everyone organized within the team, the first thing I think would be the use of some project management softwares that I had. And another strategy I think really worked well for myself and other members of the team was the fact that I made sure I followed up with every member of the team, especially delegating tasks to the producer specifically. And I feel like because I kept our communication streams very open, it found a way to keep everybody aligned with the goals, with the visions, and with the activities that we had to put in place to make sure that our project ran smoothly. I would say that my favorite part is the transition phase. So my favorite part is usually the transition phase. I'll give you an example. So the Rose and Bonnie project takes quite a number of phases and processes, starting from the content writing to the content review to the voice over recording and production, to the editing of the recorded audios, and then to the animation of the 2D animation series. So I personally think that my favorite part of the Rose and Bonnie project is the transition phases, where one team's work transitions to another team's work, and the team has the opportunity to bring in their talents to turn a particular output that may have come out of the talents of a particular team to something more refined and something more interesting.
Okay, basically what sparked my interest was actually I like expressing myself, and when I heard that there will be a unique medium for me to express myself in the finance sector, I couldn't just wait but jumped, and I feel is a platform for me to just express myself and express my artistic field also, and the aesthetics part of it, and I like the fact that bringing still life into motion, so I was interested in the project. The approach is just the normal process of animating, which is from conceptualization and from storyboarding, then creating the characters and reading. Basically, it's I won't say rewarding. I won't say challenging. But let's just say challenging and rewarding, because the project started with 3D. Then we decided to move on to 2D, and from 2D we decided to conceptualize. We created the character from sketching, then from to mold, whereby we read the character to bring the character to life, and also we had to think of different personalities, different ways to represent each character's personality.
All right, so the favorite part of the marketing strategy for Rose and Bonnie is actually two, right? The first one is under community engagement, and the second one is under conversion optimization, right? So for community engagement, we try to reach out to as as many people as possible using our touch points, try to keep them abreast about what's happening around the Nigerian business and economic ecosystem, using the message from Rose and Bonnie podcast series. And then for conversion optimization, we try to link that to real business objective on how to see how Rose and Bonnie series can actually make them take real decisions in terms of requesting for our loan services, in terms of investing with the Rose and Bonnie app and the like. So in total, or in summation, right, these two objectives, or these two reasons why we actually launched the Rose and Bonnie series, which is community engagement and conversion optimization, helps to actually build trust and also build significant engagement around the Rose and Bonnie Financial Services brand. So we noticed that a very good percentage of our customer base was actually shifting towards like a younger generation, right? So we actually have more people within certain age bracket that were actually considered as a younger generation. And we know that in the world of finance, there's just so much information around, and then we're trying to like bridge the gap on how we can actually get this information in an engaging form to this particular segment. And that's how we came up with animating the Rose and Bonnie character, that not just animating but also making it look very interesting with some of the varying characteristics we've actually exhibited in the series, right? You notice that Bonnie is more or less like the pessimistic, always like going at every topic we actually throw at him, while Rose tends to be more optimistic, tries to like bring the light at the end of every dark tunnel and the like. So all this is just mainly to appeal to our younger part of our customer base, to keep them more financially literate and also financially dependable in their different lives. We've been able to launch about 20 episodes of the Rose and Bonnie series, and we've been able to reach about 50,000 people and also gotten more than 3,000 engagements since we actually launched on digital media space. And so this we've been able to do through our effective distribution mechanism across different touch points, from LinkedIn to YouTube to Spotify, to Facebook and IG and the likes, right? So, and this have actually gotten us significant traction in the digital media space, and we've also seen significant interest in the minds of our customers. I think the major challenge we actually face in the series is the fact that we try to come up with a list of topics that not just move the needle, but also appeal to our customers. We actually want to come up with topics that actually put our customers at the center of it, and also whatever their financial needs is all about at a particular point in time. I remember a February series called that deals with the dollar debacle, right? So, and that was actually due to the fact that a lot of people were actually complaining about the high rise in dollar in comparison to naira and all. So once we actually look at what's happening in the economy, we draft out a list of topics, and then my team are actually very, very experienced in sieving out some of these topics to use for this series. And then at the end of the day, we're able to actually pick out topics that would actually appeal more to our audience and to our